Number 1. Muscle strength, the secret to a longer life? Alright, let's start with something that might surprise you, your muscles. I know, we usually think of muscle strength as something we only care about when we're trying to lift heavy weights or get those beach muscles. But guess what? How strong your muscles are as you age might actually hold the key to how long you'll live, and it's backed by science. Here's the deal. As we get older, we naturally lose muscle mass. It's called sarcopenia, and it starts creeping in around your 30s. Yep, you heard that right. But don't freak out yet, because here's the good news. Research shows that people who maintain or even improve their muscle strength as they age can live much longer and healthier lives. That's right, you're literally getting extra years by keeping those muscles strong. According to a study published in the Journal of Gerontology, people who keep their muscle strength up have a lower risk of early death. In fact, a research team in Japan found that older adults with more muscle mass lived, on average, more than 3 years longer than those with less muscle. So, your muscles are literally working overtime to keep you alive longer. But let's be real, you don't need to start bench pressing your body weight or running marathons to get these benefits. Even simple, low-impact exercises like walking, resistance band workouts, or light strength training can do wonders. It's all about staying active, especially if you're over 60. Think of it like this, your muscles are your body's longevity insurance. By keeping them active, you're protecting yourself from issues like falls, fractures, and even chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. That's why the next time you feel like skipping a walk or avoiding that little dumbbell, just remember, you're investing in more time to do what you love. And hey, I get it, not everyone wants to spend hours in the gym. But here's the kicker, even a 15-minute session a few times a week is enough to boost your muscle strength and keep you on the path to a longer, healthier life. So it's not about getting shredded, it's about staying strong for the long haul. So, whether it's a morning walk, a bit of light stretching, or maybe some squats in front of your TV, remember, every little bit counts. You don't have to be a gym rat to take care of your muscles. Just keep moving, keep your muscles engaged, and you'll be setting yourself up for a longer, more vibrant life. Alright, now you know, muscle strength is one of the biggest factors in predicting how long you'll live. So what are you waiting for? Let's get those muscles working, even if it's just a little bit every day, because strong muscles equals a strong, long life. Number 2, quality sleep. Alright, moving on to something that everyone loves, or at least wishes they could get more of, sleep. If you're over 60, sleep might feel like that elusive thing that keeps slipping through your fingers. You've got a million things on your mind, you wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about life, or maybe you're just having trouble getting that deep, restful sleep. But here's the thing, your sleep might actually be a huge factor in how long you'll live. Yep, that's right. Sleep can predict your lifespan. Now, I know we all hear how important sleep is for our overall health, but did you know that the quality of your sleep is directly linked to how long you live? According to studies from Harvard Medical School and the National Institutes of Health, people who regularly get a good night's sleep have a significantly lower risk of heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers. So, your pillow isn't just for comfort. It's for longevity. Let's break it down. Research shows that adults over 60 who get 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night tend to live longer than those who get less than 6 hours, or those who sleep too much. Yes, too much sleep isn't good either. It's all about balance, people. You see, sleep helps your body repair itself, lower stress, and boost your immune system. In short, quality sleep equals a healthier you. But it's not just about the number of hours you're in bed. It's about the quality of that sleep. Ever wake up feeling like you've been run over by a truck even though you slept for 8 hours? That's a red flag. According to sleep experts, deep sleep is when your body does most of its healing. If you're not reaching that deep sleep stage, your body isn't getting the full benefits, and over time, that could shorten your lifespan. So, how do you make sure you're getting that deep, restful sleep? First off, keep a consistent sleep schedule. I know it's tempting to stay up late on weekends and sleep in, but research shows that people who go to bed and wake up at the same time every day have better quality sleep. Your body loves routine. You can also try to avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol before bed because all those things can mess with your sleep cycles. And, trust me, it's worth the effort. Also, did you know that natural light plays a huge role in regulating your sleep patterns? It's true. Try to spend some time in the sunlight during the day, and as the evening comes, dim the lights and avoid screens. Your body needs that natural cue to start winding down for the night. And no, checking your phone right before bed is not going to help you get that quality sleep. You're just tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Here's a fun fact. Sleep has been linked to better mental health too. You might feel down or even anxious if you're not getting enough rest. A study published by the Sleep Research Society showed that people who consistently got good sleep were less likely to suffer from depression or anxiety, which are known to affect overall health and life expectancy. So, better sleep equals better mood, and better mood equals a better shot at living longer. So what does this all mean? It means that if you want to live a long, healthy life after 60, getting quality sleep needs to be a priority. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. Some sleepless nights are inevitable, but if you can make small changes to improve the quality of your sleep, it could add years to your life. So, make the bedtime routine a non-negotiable part of your day and your body will thank you. Remember, good sleep isn't just about resting, it's about recharging. And the better you recharge, the longer and healthier your life will be. So, start making sleep a priority, and you'll be setting yourself up for a longer, more vibrant life. Number 3, balance. Okay, let's talk about something that doesn't always get enough credit. Your balance. I know, balance might not sound like the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, it's way more important than you think, especially when it comes to living a long, healthy life. Now, I'm not talking about balance in the metaphorical sense. I'm talking about the ability to stand on one foot without toppling over, or the ability to walk without stumbling. Sounds simple, right? But as we age, our balance can start to decline, and this is actually one of the biggest predictors of how long you'll live. Yes, you heard me right. A healthy, strong balance isn't just for acrobats or tightrope walkers, it could literally be the key to your longevity. Here's the science. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who struggled with balance had a higher risk of early death. Why? Because poor balance often leads to falls, and falls can lead to serious injuries like fractures, broken bones, or worse. We've all heard stories about elderly folks falling and getting seriously hurt, right? But what if I told you that improving your balance could reduce that risk dramatically and give you more years of life? And it's not just about avoiding falls. Good balance is also tied to functional independence. What does that mean? Well, as we age, we want to stay as independent as possible, right? We want to be able to get out of bed, pick something up off the floor, and take a walk around the block without needing help. And that's exactly what balance training helps with. Better balance equals more independence. So, how can we improve it? It's easier than you think. One simple exercise to start with: try standing on one foot for 30 seconds. Sound easy? It's not as simple as it seems, and it's a great way to start working those stabilizing muscles that help you stay upright. If that feels too easy, add some heel-to-toe walking or even try balancing while brushing your teeth. Yep, multitasking for the win. And here's the cool part: improving your balance can actually make you feel more confident in everyday life. Ever feel nervous about walking around or going up and down stairs? Well, balance exercises can help with that too. You'll start to feel stronger, more stable, and here's the kicker: you'll probably find you're more active overall. So yeah, balance training is not just about preventing falls, it's about feeling more in control of your body. Now let's talk about the brain-body connection. Yep, your balance isn't just a physical thing, it involves your brain too. A study published in the American Geriatrics Society showed that improving balance can actually boost brain health, which is another factor in longevity. Think of it like a workout for your brain, helping it stay sharp and focused. And here's something that's going to blow your mind: balance training can even improve your mood. That's right. Balance exercises stimulate the parts of your brain that regulate movement, coordination, and even emotions. So when you balance better, you might feel less anxious or depressed. It's like a double whammy: improved physical health and mental health. And let's be honest, we all could use a little more of that. Another perk of balance training? Social benefits. Many seniors find that balance exercises or classes like yoga or Tai Chi offer the chance to meet new people, make friends, and even boost their social life. And let's face it, we could all use some more social connection as we age. It's good for the heart and good for the soul. So, what does all this mean? It means that improving your balance isn't just for staying steady on your feet, it's about living a longer, healthier, and more independent life. Plus, it makes life more fun. You can keep up with your grandkids, go hiking with friends, or even travel without worrying about getting too tired or losing your balance. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Cut to a scene of a smiling elderly person doing balance exercises and enjoying life. Whether it's a simple balancing exercise at home, joining a group class, or just practicing walking heel to toe, every step you take will help you stay strong, independent, and more vibrant in your golden years. Number 4, social connections. Let's talk about something we all need. No matter what age we are: social connections. Whether it's your family, friends, or even that neighbor you chat with every morning, these connections are more important for your longevity than you might realize. And here's the wild part. Research shows that the quality of your social connections could actually be just as important as your diet or exercise in determining how long you'll live. Yeah, you heard that right. You could be eating all the kale and running every day, but if you're not spending time with the people who matter, it could actually hurt your chances of living a long, happy life. According to studies from Harvard University and the National Institute on Aging, having strong social connections can boost your immune system, reduce stress, and even lower your chances of developing chronic diseases. And, it just feels good too. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I don't need a huge group of friends. I'm good with just my family. And hey, that's totally cool. But here's the deal, quality matters more than quantity. It's not about having 50 people you're close to, it's about having a few people who genuinely care about you, who you can rely on, and who make you feel like you belong. Think about it. Having a strong social network helps you navigate life's ups and downs. When you're feeling down, they lift you up. When life gets tough, they've got your back. And guess what? Studies have shown that people with strong social bonds live longer, are healthier, and are happier overall. It's like having a built-in support system that protects you from the stresses of life. And let's face it, life's way more fun with good company, right? Now, let's get real for a second. Loneliness can be a killer. In fact, research has shown that loneliness can be just as dangerous for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, seriously. Being socially isolated increases the risk of heart disease, depression, and cognitive decline. So, what's the solution? Simple, spend more time with others. Whether it's family, friends, or even a neighbor, connecting with people regularly is one of the most powerful things you can do for your health. But it's not just about avoiding loneliness. Socializing also keeps your brain sharp. Studies have found that people with active social lives are less likely to experience cognitive decline as they age. Engaging in conversations, learning new things from others, and even just spending time in a social setting helps keep your mind alert and engaged. So, those fun chats with your grandkids? Not just adorable. They're helping your brain stay young. Plus, being social isn't just about talking. It's also about sharing experiences. When you get together with friends or family, you're not just chatting about the weather. You're making memories, telling stories, and creating shared experiences that make life richer. These connections are like emotional vitamins for your soul. They remind you that you're not alone in this world and that, my friend, can reduce stress and keep you feeling happy. And here's a fun fact, socializing actually helps you live longer by reducing stress. When you spend time with people who care about you, your body releases oxytocin, also known as the feel-good hormone, which helps lower stress and makes you feel more connected. It's like nature's way of giving you a hug every time you hang out with a friend or loved one. So, the secret to living longer might just be as simple as picking up the phone to call a friend, attending a social event, or even joining a community group. It doesn't matter how old you are, having people around you who care about you, who you can talk to, laugh with, and share moments with is one of the best things you can do for your health. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small steps. Reach out to that old friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or invite a neighbor over for a cup of tea. Whether it's through social clubs, volunteering, or just making time for a regular coffee date, it all adds up. Number 5. Healthy diet. Alright, let's talk about something we all love, food. And who doesn't love a good meal, right? But here's the kicker, your diet is actually one of the most powerful things you can control when it comes to how long you live. I'm not talking about eating kale every single day or cutting out carbs entirely. No, it's about having a balanced, nutritious diet that supports your health as you age. If you're over 60, what you put on your plate could be the secret to a longer, healthier life. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've heard all this before, I just want to enjoy my food. And that's fair. You should enjoy your meals. But here's the deal, eating healthy doesn't mean sacrificing taste. It's about making the right choices, like adding in more colorful veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains, and less of the processed stuff. Let's dive into the science. Research from places like the American Heart Association and the National Institute on Aging shows that people who eat a nutrient-dense diet, foods that are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, tend to live longer and have a lower risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. So that's right, eating your veggies really does pay off in the long run. One of the keys to a long life is what we call the Mediterranean diet. It's not a fad, it's a scientifically proven way of eating that includes plenty of fruits, veggies, whole grains, healthy fats like olive oil, and lean proteins like fish. This diet is packed with nutrients that help your heart stay healthy, your brain sharp, and your body energized. And hey, it's delicious too. But it's not just about the foods you eat, it's also about how you eat. Research shows that people who eat mindfully, slowing down, savoring their food, and paying attention to their hunger cues, are not only healthier, but they also tend to weigh less and live longer. So that means no more scarfing down meals while multitasking on the phone. Take your time, enjoy each bite, and your body will thank you for it. And listen, we all love a good treat from time to time, right? And I'm not saying you have to give up everything you love. Moderation is key. Having a piece of cake or some fries every now and then isn't going to ruin your health. But here's the secret. Balance is what makes the difference. If you make mostly healthy choices and treat yourself occasionally, you'll be on the right track. Speaking of treats, let's talk about sugar. This is one of those sneaky things that can creep into our diet and cause a lot of problems. Studies have shown that excessive sugar intake is linked to heart disease, diabetes, and even cognitive decline. So while I'm not telling you to cut out sugar entirely, because who can resist a sweet snack, try to limit processed sugary foods like soda, candy, and baked goods. Your body and your waistline will thank you. Now, here's something you might not have expected. Hydration is part of your diet too. That's right, drinking plenty of water is just as important as eating nutritious food. Dehydration can cause fatigue, confusion, and a whole list of health issues. So keep that water bottle handy and make sure you're sipping throughout the day. It's an easy, free way to boost your health and support your longevity. But let's not forget about protein. As we age, our muscles naturally start to lose mass, and maintaining muscle strength becomes more important than ever. Eating enough high-quality protein, like lean meats, eggs, beans, and even plant-based sources like tofu or quinoa, helps preserve muscle mass and supports your body's overall strength. Plus, protein helps with everything from immune function to healthy skin. So don't skimp on it. Alright, here's a fun fact. Did you know that fiber is a lifesaver when it comes to digestive health? Eating a diet high in fiber, like from whole grains, fruits, and veggies, can help keep your digestive system running smoothly, lower your cholesterol, and even reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. So, make sure you're getting your fill of fiber. It's the unsung hero of a healthy diet. Now, don't forget about the power of healthy fats. Fats, especially unsaturated fats like those found in avocados, nuts, and olive oil, are not only heart healthy, but they also help your body absorb those essential fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. So add a few slices of avocado to your toast or sprinkle some nuts on your salad. Your heart and your cells will thank you. So, there you have it. Eating a balanced, nutrient-dense diet is one of the best things you can do for your long-term health. Remember, it's all about balance, moderation, and making healthy choices that nourish your body. With the right foods, you're giving your body the fuel it needs to live a long, vibrant life. Number 6, regular physical activity. Alright, let's talk about something we've all heard at some point. Exercise. Now, I know what you're thinking, ugh, I don't have time for the gym, or maybe I'm not into running marathons. And hey, I get it. But here's the thing. Regular physical activity, no matter how big or small, is one of the most important things you can do for your health as you age. And no, you don't need to be doing jumping jacks every morning to reap the benefits. Just moving your body regularly can make a huge difference. Let's start with the basics. Why is moving your body so important? Well, when you exercise, you're not just keeping your muscles strong, you're helping your heart, your lungs, and your brain stay in tip-top shape. Studies show that people who stay active tend to live longer and have a lower risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. Pretty cool, right? But hold on. Before you think this means you need to be breaking a sweat every day, let's talk about what counts as exercise. It doesn't have to be intense. Walking, gardening, playing with grandkids, or even stretching can make a huge difference. Research from places like the Mayo Clinic and the National Institute on Aging says that just 30 minutes of moderate activity 5 days a week can reduce your risk of disease and boost your energy. And the best part? You don't even need to hit the gym for that. Plus, exercise is a game changer for your mental health. Ever notice how good you feel after a brisk walk or a quick workout? That's because physical activity helps release those feel-good hormones like endorphins and serotonin, which can lift your mood and reduce stress. And guess what? Exercise has even been shown to help reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety. So, that walk in the park isn't just great for your body, it's great for your mind too. Now, let's talk about something that might surprise you. Exercise can help keep your brain sharp. Yep, that's right. Studies have found that regular physical activity can actually improve memory, boost cognitive function, and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. And don't worry, you don't have to be lifting heavy weights to see these benefits. Just getting your heart rate up and moving your body is enough to keep your mind sharp as you age. But wait, there's more. Exercise isn't just about fighting disease, it's also about feeling good in your body. It helps with flexibility, strength, and balance, which can help you avoid falls and injuries as you age. In fact, research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity shows that older adults who engage in regular physical activity are less likely to experience falls and can recover faster from injuries. So, whether it's a little yoga, Tai Chi, or just some gentle stretching, keeping your body flexible and strong is key. And hey, let's not forget about strength training. I know, weights can sound intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Strength training is so important as we get older because it helps preserve muscle mass and boosts metabolism. Plus, it helps with bone health, which is a big deal as we age. So grab some light dumbbells or even use your own body weight to do exercises like squats, lunges, or push-ups. It's all about keeping your muscles strong so you can stay independent and active for years to come. But here's something that's super important. Listen to your body. If you're feeling tired or you have a health condition, that's okay. Start slow and don't push yourself too hard. The idea is to make movement a regular part of your day, not to become a fitness expert overnight. Even if it's just a 10-minute walk around the neighborhood, it still counts. What matters is that you stay consistent, and over time, you'll feel the benefits. And here's the best part, exercise can be fun. It's not all about the gym or the treadmill. Find something you love. Whether it's swimming, dancing, cycling, or just going for a walk with a friend. And it won't feel like a chore. In fact, it'll feel like something you actually look forward to. And that's when the real magic happens. Number 7, social connections. Alright, let's wrap it up with something that's honestly one of the most important body signs when it comes to living a long and happy life, social connections. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I'm fine on my own, or I enjoy my own company. And hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But hear me out. Humans are social creatures, and our relationships can have a huge impact on how long we live and how well we feel as we get older. Studies show that people with strong social connections tend to live longer, have lower stress levels, and even recover more quickly from illness. And you don't have to have a massive social circle to reap these benefits. It's about the quality of your relationships, not the quantity. Whether it's a small group of close friends, family, or even a neighbor you chat with, these social bonds are super important for your health. Here's something wild. Loneliness is actually linked to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, and even early death. Yep, studies from places like the National Institute on Aging show that social isolation can be more harmful to your health than things like smoking or high blood pressure. That's right. Spending time with people you care about isn't just fun. It's actually essential for your health. But it's not just about avoiding loneliness. It's about feeling connected. You know those moments when you're laughing so hard with your friends that you can't breathe? Or when you're having a deep conversation with someone who really gets you? Those are the moments that boost your happiness, reduce stress, and make you feel alive. And guess what? They also help reduce inflammation, which is one of the big players in aging and chronic disease. So, what makes these social connections so powerful? Well, for starters, when you have people around you who love and support you, you feel safe. That feeling of safety reduces stress, which in turn helps keep your body in a healthier state. Lower stress means lower blood pressure, better heart health, and stronger immune function. Basically, the more love and laughter in your life, the better your body functions. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking, okay, but what if I'm not super social or I don't have a big family? Here's the thing. It's never too late to make connections. Even small interactions like chatting with a neighbor, joining a local club, or volunteering can boost your social well-being and give you that feeling of community. Studies show that when people engage in meaningful social activities, they feel more connected, more alive, and yes, you guessed it, healthier. Let's talk about technology for a sec. Social media has kind of become a love it or hate it thing, right? But here's a fun fact. Video calls, text messages, and even social media can help you stay connected with friends and family, especially if they live far away. Research shows that virtual connections are better than no connection at all, and they can even help fight loneliness. So, don't be shy about picking up the phone or hopping on a video call with someone you care about. And don't forget the power of pets. Whether it's a dog, a cat, or even a bird, having a furry friend around can really make a difference in how connected and loved you feel. Pets are known to reduce stress, increase feelings of happiness, and even encourage physical activity. Yes, dog walks count as exercise. So if you're a pet lover, you've got another reason to feel good about your health. Now let's talk about something that might surprise you: quality over quantity. Having a few close friends that you can really trust is way more powerful than having dozens of acquaintances. In fact, strong social bonds with a few people, those who truly understand you, can give you a sense of purpose, joy, and security that is key to living longer. And here's something important: social connections don't have to be perfect. You don't need to be surrounded by people 24/7 to feel fulfilled. Sometimes it's just about having one or two people you can count on. Quality relationships can be incredibly powerful, even if they're a little smaller in number. So if you're feeling a little isolated, it's never too late to start reaching out. Reconnect with old friends, join new groups, or get involved in activities that interest you. These connections can have an immense impact on your well-being, your happiness, and yes, your lifespan. Socializing is a part of aging that's just as important as any other, and the science backs it up. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more tips on how to live your healthiest and happiest life. Stay connected, stay happy, and live long.